Hello everyone! I've been waiting patiently, I've been ready for 10 minutes. I hope you're all well. Are you all okay? Oh, it's chilly. If you can hear a rumbling in the jungle, it's not my tummy, it's the little heater to keep my feet warm. I forgot to put it on, so I'm a bit... Ooh. The weather's just gone, hasn't it? Hasn't it just? Is everyone alright though? So thank you so much for coming early. So last week we had to do it early because I had meetings with HSN, but unfortunately last week due to Hurricane Milton they had to be cancelled. So it got cancelled, so it's going to have to be today. So I'm really sorry that the shows had to be brought forward again, but my HSN meeting is really important, but obviously they cannot predict the weather or what's going to be thrown at them. So hopefully this evening's meeting will go ahead. So 5 o'clock today, if you can share in Craft Friends United, Colouring United, wherever you're allowed, Papercraft, Eureka, wherever you're allowed, without getting in bother, please do so. Let's share the love of craft. Hi Tony. Pretty sweater Tony, who I've had this years. I've had it years. The colour really suits me though, doesn't it? Everybody's always said the colour really suits me. So I'm going to do some colours like this for Cedar Rose, you know. I don't know what I'm going to do, but these colours are definitely my colour. So liked and shared, or you're all doing it already. Not like I need to tell you over and over, but we do have to encourage, don't we? We do have new viewers every single day. So I hope you're all okay. It is lovely to see you all regardless of the time change, and a new week brings new challenges and things like that. So before we get any further, in relation to Create and Craft, I still have no update for you all. Just have to sit tight. So that's Create and Craft moved over. Up and coming week then we have our Deal Hunters on Wednesday, and we have our brand new one day special on Friday. Now I have had a few of you message me about Sarah's one day special selling out. I have asked Sarah to see if she's got any more. I'm just waiting on a reply, but I think she did tell me we had it all before we went live, so I'm not expecting the answer you're all probably waiting for. So unfortunately, but if she does tell me there is, I will let you all know, and I will load some more on for you all. But I think she did say, I have asked anyway regardless. So let's do a little bit of a shout out then. So Tim's trying to make it so that I can see comments everywhere. So I have YouTube and now I have Facebook. I can't see any comments on TikTok, and I can't see any comments on mytelly.com, and I can't see any comments on, where's our other platform, in the app. So Tim's trying to basically put me a 42-inch screen in here so I can see comments all over, which is not ideal, right? So we're just sticking with the YouTube and the Facebook now. So if you've got a question and you want it to be spoken about, they're the best two places at the moment. I'm not encouraging you or discouraging you to come out of the app or come out of mytelly.com, because they are future-proof apps for us, and that is where probably we're going to end up in the long term. But if you do have a burning question now, the best place is on one of these two platforms. Now, is everybody okay? We've got all of our friends on from Florida, most of which were unscathed with Milton. We lost a few garages and we lost some fences without power as well. So how is everybody now? Have we got power back on and things like that? Please do let us know if you were affected and if you're okay now. Oh my gosh, did I have a sleepless night that night? And then all of my friends commented going, same here, same here, same here. I don't know what it was. It was just like, and you know, I feel like it's so strong to me now because I go to HSN, I go to Florida, and I now have friends over there as well who I speak to, and they message me and things like that. So it's more personal now, whereas before when I zoomed in, it's not that I didn't care, I just didn't have the experience of Florida and the people. And so I think because it was more personal this time, knowing that my friends were going to be affected by it, it really bothered me. I was like, oh, it's coming at 6 AM in the morning, I'm not going to be able to sleep, I'm really worried. And then videos started coming in of all over TikTok of what people were going through. I'm just like, oh, anyway. But hopefully everybody's fine. So let's have a look. Everybody's sharing, beautiful, well done. Hi Tony, looking forward to tonight. Cheryl says, Mary says, sorry, Cheryl says, hi Tony, liked and shared. Thank you so much, that's really kind, as always, you're all super kind to me. So Marilyn's been soup making today. We like some soup. Right, so what we all having for tea? I've got no plan. Normally I'm excited about something, spuds and a swimmer. Last time it was a pork sandwich, wasn't it? Talking about food again. What's wrong with us? No food tonight though, I've got no plans, so probably boiled eggs and soldiers tonight, because we've got nothing planned, or beans on toast, or you know, these rock star meals. Pushing boat out as always. Right, so shall we get straight into it? Right, let's talk about the drop. Have we got any questions? Question, I've got one. Vancine, question. Will you be on HSN Craft Day on October the 29th? If so, will you, let me just drag that down. Will you do a preview? Vancine, of course I will. And yes, I'm on the 29th. I fly out on the 27th. I have quite a few minutes, I believe. That's what I'm going to talk about in my HSN meeting today. My minutes, because obviously last product got loaded and I was told it wasn't going to get loaded, but it was loaded, so I don't know what their plan is with it all, but I'll hopefully find out today for you all. But yes, there'll be a preview. And what I'll probably do, Vancine, is I'll probably do a preview for what's the things that went when I didn't go over and the new things, and we'll just combine them all so you can get a proper look at it all in its full glory. Caroline says, Tony, I didn't know you were on at 5, just got a message on the app. There you go. That app is priceless. Absolutely priceless. If I remember to send you it all. Oh, right, okay. So, I have a Monday night drop for you all, which some of you might have. I've got it back in stock, a smaller version this time, so if you haven't got this one, you might like this one. Danielle says, yay, Tony on HSN. Yeah, I know, it's cool, isn't it? I love going to HSN. Very nice. So I've got our drop, and then I'm going to do a demo. Now, tonight's demo is mindful. I'm going to do some painting and incorporate the stamps that are in the show as well. So if you're thinking, oh, I'm not a painter, well, you're going to be after the next 20 minutes with me, because I make it so easy for you all, and you're going to be able to just get a brush and just have a go, because we like to do toe, belly, toe. If you don't know what toe, belly, toe is, well, I'm going to show you. It's one of our things we have here at Stamps by Me. I'm not sure if it's the correct terminology, but me and my lovely friends and following like a toe, belly, toe. So I'm going to tell you all about it. But first of all, let's show you the stamp set. It's Love and Hope. Some of you have seen this one. And it's this one with the lovely sentiments. Now, this did go to HSN, and I think it was this size. It's been in the UK, but bigger. And this is a smaller version. So check if you like it. Make sure you check to make sure you haven't got it for 1, and 2, that if you do like it and you wanted smaller versions, then this is a different one. Okay, so make sure you check before you buy. And as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 stamps. So the code for this one, if you are wanting to get this, is 240424K. And this is on the website now. I've just loaded it, and I've reduced it by £2 for tonight's drop, and this will stay on for a while for you all. So this is tonight's drop. If you've got it, you're safe. You're safe. We can just craft on and not have to spend any money, right? Because we don't expect you to spend money every single time. So shall we do some painting? Have we got any questions? Baked beans. I'm not a baked beans fan. I'd rather have plain toast, if I'm honest. So, what's happened today then? Have I got any gossip for you all? So it's my son's parents' evening. That's where Tim is right now. So obviously I can't swap her live from 6 to 5 and be at a parents' evening at 4:30. So that's where Tim is right now. So hopefully the boy's doing okay. I'm sure he is. And then a meeting right after here. So that's my day today. We're going to do some painting. Are we ready? Are you excited for some painting? Connie says, Questions, when's the next bookazine? It's soon, it's very soon. Very soon. So I think we're all waiting to find out what's happening with Create and Craft on Wednesday as well, aren't we? So fingers crossed that comes back on air on Wednesday. See what happens there. So let's do some painting. So first of all, I'm diving straight in today, guys, because why not? I don't want to talk too much about Create and Craft and everything else. We can't. There's nothing we can talk about that's going to put the picture right or tell us a story. So we might as well just wait and just craft, right? So what I'm going to do is I am going to use a Carta, which is our watercolour card, smooth one side and textured on the other. I'm going to use the nice smooth side for this card, and I'm going to bring in, let's put me on the screen so you can see I'm not disappearing. And then I'm going to bring in some colours. So I'm going to do a green. This is going to be a green and teal. Get a few different colours on here. Let's get a yellow as well. Soon, thank you, says Connie, you're very welcome. So I've just got these shades here, guys. So a teal, a yellow, like a lima green and like a grass green, and then I've got my big, I don't really need that one, do I? So shall we do a practice first before we do our card? Show you what I do mean by toe belly toe. This is where you all go really quiet. Sharon says leftover roast chicken here tonight. Well, we did have a pork dinner yesterday, so we do have a bit of pork, and I have got bread rolls, so we could have pork sarnies. It's not the same pork as last week though, guys. I promise you, it's not as fresh. I'd be poorly otherwise, wouldn't I? Anne Wilson says, hi Tony. Natalie Reeves, hello all. So you're all saying hello to each other. What about me, like? Right, so when I say toe belly toe, you're going to need a brush. These are just my Stamps by Me ones. If you haven't got any brushes, these are brilliant. They're on the website. But if you've got a brush, brilliant. So you're going to need some water. So let's just grab some green here. Now leaves are a great starting point, guys, if you've never picked up a brush. So rather than dig out our stamps today, what we're doing is we're going to do a bit of painting ourselves. So I'm just adding a bit of water to this green here. Now, stop talking about food, I know. So I'll show you how I'll do the toe belly toe. So let's turn it this way. So this is your toe, this is your belly, and this is your toe. So toe, belly, toe. This is what we're going to do, right? Oh, there's a lot of new crafters on here. They're all going to be like, is she mad or what? Shannon says, question, please say the next magazine's available on HSN this month. Oh. Right, come on, toe, belly, toe. So, basically, pick up some ink, and all you're going to do is you're going to just start with your toe of your brush. So you do a line with the toe, then you press to the belly. We've done this tons of times, guys, and back to the toe. That's it. I'll see you all next Monday. Shall we do another? So toe, belly, toe. This is taking me back to lockdown. I know, Michaela, I know. So let's do another. Toe, belly, toe. Look at that. So easy, right? Connie's laughing. And then you can just connect them if you want to. Hey. You could just drop more colour in whilst it's wet. If it starts to dry out, just add some more water. Can you see how it's all just bleeding? Keep it as wet as you can. So toe, belly, toe. And it dries differently to what it looks like now. Trust me on this one. Oh, Adele says she's been out shopping all day. I can imagine. Toe, belly, toe. So is that enough practicing? Do we think we get it? Now let's just do a few different formations. Now when you see it like this, it'll just sort of like disperse into wet in wet. So don't ever worry about that, because it always dries back light and it gives you definition in your leaves as well. So let's do some different ones. So we've got toe, belly, toe. And then if you do another one at the side, so start at the same point, toe, belly. You get a bendy leaf. Look at that. Set Karen's favourite technique. Yeah, Karen's really good at this. Just used to do loads. So toe, belly, toe, and then if you just start at the same point, toe, belly, toe, you end up with leaves that are not finished. Look. Super, super cool technique, honestly. So let's just wet this a little bit more. We are going to create our own masterpiece, by the way, so I bet you never thought you could do a leaf, eh? Almost missed again. And then whilst it's wet, you can drop in other colours and that, but I'm going to save that for when we do our main card, okay? So super easy, right? And then we're going to paint some little flowers on as well. Okay, let's do it. Let's move that out of the way. Come back to me, let me just clean the station. Are you ready for the real deal now? Connie says, believe it or not, Tony, I'm learning a lot here. I know I'm laughing. I'm actually laughing because I feel like everybody's seen this over and over again. But like I say, people have not seen it. So let's do it for real this time. So what I'm going to do with this card is I'm going to do a panel at the top like this. So all of this part is going to be hand painted, and then on this part we're going to get our lovely stamp. And we'll pick a sentiment from here. Now these ones, I love you and love and hope make beautiful people are two of the first sentiment stamps that I ever designed. But designed by me before I got a graphic designer. Enjoy your day was one of them. Get your happy on. You're a whole lot of lovely, yes you are, because these are my sentiments. I can't take credit for the rest, I don't think, but the way that they were created was done by me in a graphics pack, and I felt like, I'm a graphic designer now, obviously I'm not, but you know, and they are our best selling sentiments to date, due to how they're the formation of them sit beautifully on cards and things like that. And if you remember on UK TV on Create and Craft, all sets used to have them sentiments on, and even if it were like a tattered lace show or a hunky-dory show or a Kanban show, everybody's samples were their products, but the sentiments were always mine. Can you remember? They used to make me laugh. So that's why I'm never letting them go, guys. And Caroline says she loves the imagination has no limit. Yeah, it's a good one, that one. Right, so let's get our ink. So we'll do the green. Do it at the top so it's not in the way this time. So do yourself like a little palette on your mat. So we've got that one. We've got like a limey greeny. We've got a yellow. And we've got that nice touch of teal on there. Connie says she's no artist, but she's going to try. Well, make sure you post your makes. I'm going to show you how I like to do it. Now, this brush that I'm using is a 10. I've also got my 6 as well, so if I need to do some petite ones as well, so get a couple of different brushes. And I've also got as well my rigger, my spot brush number 3 as well, so if I wanted to go around them in gold, in a gold ink, I have got my gold ink, my confetti ink, you can go around them and draw lines, veins in them as well, so we're dependent on time for that. Right, so we'll stick with, yeah, let's go with the big one first, and then we'll fill in with some small ones. So I'm just going to activate this, get some water in here. So bearing in mind we're going to have a portion at the top, so I'm not going to see this part of my card, so I would like it to pop Connie says she's just purchased the sentiments. They are yeah, they are really nice. I think they're a staple sentiment set. So I'm going to do, let's just see. So from about here, I'm going to go, as we've just done there, so we're going to pull out our little stem, and then we're going to go toe, belly, toe. And then we'll do another one down here, toe, like so, and then let's do one as if it's coming from here. Toe, belly, toe, remember Connie? We'll do one as if it's coming from behind. So from a point to a point, that's what you're aiming for, okay? And then maybe pick up a bit of the blue as well. And whilst it's wet, you could add some of the blue. And just pounce it in, okay, whilst it's wet. It's drying as quick as anything in here because of the heating I've got on. It's not staying wet for very long. And always see your cards out till the end, okay? Have the courage to see them through, because the best cards do come from playing. So I'm just wetting them again because they're drying quicker than I can actually get the ink down here. So toe, belly, toe, toe, belly, toe. I'm just going to add a little bit of blue in there whilst it's wet. See how it's just bleeding, bleeding, let it bleed out, let it work its magic, don't try and force it really, just go with it. And then we can shuffle the colour around in a second. So let's do this part here. Oh, somebody's just having gammon, very nice. I'm going to just turn this heater off, guys, because it's not helping me. And I'm using the world's fattest brush as well, which is not very helpful, but it's fine. You see how cool that looks just by letting the water, as long as the water's wet, it will carry it off, and it'll look different once it dries as well. So, you know, have the patience to be, let it just do its thing, okay? Right, so let's just fill the whole bottom of this card then. So toe, world's biggest blob of water. Honey, I'm using a 10, a Stamps by Me 10. Just have to hide that blob of water and make it look like there's a leaf coming up there as well. Right, keep going, and when you do it you'll be like, oh, I'm not sure, I really don't think it looks anything special. Stay with it, okay, because there's lots of ways to make it look fantastic. You need to just trust me on it, okay? You just need to have the, I won't say tenacity because we're painting, but you just have to have the gut to go with for now. Coming together. You see what I was saying about how it dries? Can you see that area there and here? You just got to let it do its thing, guys, you really have. So let me just fill in all of the gaps. Let's just get some more water here. I'm using the smooth side, although I wish I'd have used the textured, because I love my textured side. I don't know why I've gone and used the smooth side, to be honest. Because it's a different experience with both sides. So you see how those are sort of flattened out? So I need some more blue. I'm going to make this one a little bit bluier. One at the bottom. Case stamp arrived today, that's wonderful. I don't know, it's a good job that's getting covered, isn't it? Fingerprints already. So I'll pop this in somebody's card who's made an order. Not that you're probably gonna, you will actually, I'm gonna say you will want this when it's done, because trust me on this one. Just have to go with, right? If there's one thing I like doing, it is leaves. Let's just add a bit of blue in here, get it a bit darker. So let's just maybe add a touch of yellow and a touch of lime as well into some of the leaves that are wet. Just let the water just do its thing. You can only do this really with the ones that are a little bit wet. Although you can reactivate if you wanted to, you could add a touch of so you can see just by adding a little bit more colour adds a little bit more dimension, depth. So play around with it, have fun with it. That's what it's all about, right? Let's add a bit of yellow to this one. I think that yellow's really making it pop a little bit more. Let's add a little bit more. None of you are talking to me. Is that because you're all watching in the hope that this card is going to turn out okay? That's what you're all waiting for, isn't it? You're like praying for me, going, please let this turn out all right for Tony. She's a good egg. Oh, what we like. Listen, I have faith in everything that I do, and I never give up. Let's stop these ones from looking a bit flat too then. So on the table I have a teal, a green and a yellow. Okay, so just to elevate them a little bit, give them a bit of a pack-a-punch. Just do this one as well. We should do more painting classes, shouldn't we, guys? I'm using the number 10, Sarah. Right. Let's just clean this green away for now. Let's add some florals just in the midst of it all. Because if you look, watch, I mean, I've got a fingerprint at the top there, but you can soon see as soon as you start adding panels and things, trust me, it's gonna be awesome. Right, so let's add some little cheeky flowers. Now, I always say keep your flowers so they don't look finished. So very much like a blob, but with a little bit of dimension, so it's like abstract it. This is just the easiest way I find to paint. So I'm just gonna take some of this pink here, water it right down, and then I'm just gonna, and this will pretty much dry back to nothing. Okay, so you're just gonna put some blobs. Be careful if you green, you need to make sure your green is totally dry. I'm just going for it here, but you know, make sure your green is blast it off with a gun. And this will dry back to pretty much nothing. Okay, so I'm just basically doing some blobs with little holes in, maybe, or clusters if you want. You see? And if your green does bleed into it, don't worry about it too much, because that really is abstract, and that in my world looks fantastic, but you know. And then once you've put like a little lay down whilst it's wet, then get the colour that's a little bit darker and just drop darker pieces of ink in. Can you see? And it'll just sort of like, you see? And it'll dry quite dimensional. It'll pretty much dry back to nothing, so have the faith to leave it. Right, let's add some yellow. Add some yellow ones too. So a bit of yellow. So your first layer, make it super light. So we're going to do some little yellow ones as well, which actually look lime green because my water's a funny colour. And then when I dry it back with my gun, it's probably all just going to pretty much disappear. Big piece of yellow there. And then if you wanted to, you can maybe take a bit of the pink and add some pink inside, and that will give you like a little bit of orange. Not necessary though, but if you wanted to, you could. And then whilst it's wet like so, I like to take my brush, pick up some of the yellow on my brush, or the pink, and then just sort of like splat. And this gives it an even more abstract feel. Now you're looking at it thinking it looks a hot mess, you know, so just bear with you. Bit of pink as well. And then let's dry this off with our gun. Try and not get any fingerprints like me if you can. Get your gun hot. Don't forget to share, because we do have a live giveaway tonight, as always. Is you can take a fine liner and edge some of the leaves, but I'm going to do it in the gold today, because we always do it with our fine liner. Today we're going to go with the gold. So I'm going for, I've got a 6 brush here, okay, so I've just got my confetti ink. This is my mushroom gold, which is like a antique gold. So I'm just going to add a nice edge to my leaves, sort of like finish them. Just grab a piece of card here. let's do our practice, and then just see. I'm wanting to get a nice thin line of gold if I can. Look, show you that gold, so you can see that gold there, and it'll dry obviously shinier. So I'm going to take the gold and I'm just going to add some detail to these leaves. So I'm not going to edge the whole thing, because that would give me a very sort of solid design, and that's not what I'm trying to achieve. It's very free as the painting, it's just a suggestion. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to go around the edge of the leaf, and then maybe just do a line down the center, like so. If I hold that up, can you see that there? And you can do the green part at the top, and you can do some of this, but I don't want to like do a full leaf, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to do parts of, and I'll just do a few bits, and then I will hold it up and show you. So I try not to keep it too like on my painting line. So if I just hold that up there, can you see that now? So I've just got a suggestion, and it's not in keeping with it all. It's not like line by line perfect, if that makes sense. It's like lamination. Audrey saying you won a voucher on 20. Did you message us, darling? If you didn't, or if you did, do it again, sweetheart, and we'll sort it for you. So now, can you just see that one there? So, and then, or you could just do like a wonky leaf, so it's not perfect. Now you can get this exact look, guys, with a fine liner pen, or a white gel pen looks awesome as well. So you know, so with this one you could do a line at the side, and then you could make it look like the leaf is not complete, and that is my line down the center. Do you see that there? Here. So you can really go to town with being quite creative with it if you wanted to. Wiggly lines, straight lines, as you can see, this is something I love to do. So let's just get rid of some of that ink on there, and then when I hold it up, you'll see it really does finish your card, and it's not even mounted yet. Make sure you don't smudge with your, make sure you keep it all. I expect to see all your paintings tonight. I will hold this up in a second. I'm just trying to get as many done as I can. And then you can absolutely go in and do the flowers, add some detail to the flowers if you want to. That's all my leaves done, and then add a touch of gold into add it to the yellow parts. It looks blobby, but it dries back, don't worry. Onto the yellow flower is. Just pick up that blob of water. Yeah, just be careful with your blobs of water. I've got one more leaf to, I'll just show you now. Blob. Just you be careful with your blobs. So just do this one, big one here. So Can you see it? Hopefully you can. And then with the excess gold, I always like to add a few gold splats too, so it just enhances, and then we'll dry it off. And that gold will push right back and give us a nice vintage type style effect. Hopefully you can all just see that. But equally, if you don't have a gold, fine liner pen, a white one, a black one. You could absolutely fill the whole background with different coloured flowers, so it just looks like a beautiful bunch of colour and leaves and things like that if you wanted to. I've obviously got a gold fine liner pen too, that would be cool. So let's just start putting this card together. So this is going to sit on my white card blank like so. Let me grab a tape pen, have I got one? You use glue, because this is not really going to hold my bobbly watercolour card, but just for example. I feel like sometimes we need to do sessions like this where it encourages you to not have to dig out all of your stash, you know. And I feel like sometimes the bit of mindfulness is really good. It's really, really good, and it makes you step out your comfort zone and not rely on stamps all the time. So I'm just going to get my Carter book here and just push that down. And then we'll have got our nice card blank, which yes, let's give it a nice shake it to wake it. And then we have our nice panel. And I'm going to pick an appropriate sentiment. So we have our new sentiment set. And I do like a good, this one. But it's cool to be kind is also a nice one. Enjoy your day. So many gorgeous ones. Be amazing today. Imagination has no limit. You're a whole lot of lovely. Yes, you are. Enjoy. I'm going to do it off to the side as well. Shall we do It's Cool to Be Kind? It's cool to be kind. Danielle said she'd love to see more of this. Well, leave it with me. I do like to try different things. And the more you do the toe, belly, toe, the better you get. Trust me, you really do. So I'm going with It's Cool to Be Kind, and I'm doing it off to the side because I do want some like open space on my card so my leaves are not all fighting with everything. So try and get this as straight as you can, Tony. It's Cool to Be Kind. And we'll do this in black. Gold embossing would look awesome because of the gold in your leaves. And then what I've got, guys, is to break my card. I've got a piece of gold black sparkle, just an offcut from my stash. Here, look, and I'm just going to pop some tape on this end. Just going to take my nice sentiment without any fingerprints. I'm just going to give my edge card a nice edge. Stick at all. Doesn't like that. Is that because there's nothing left? Oh no, there is some left. Right, this way. There you go. So you get this like lovely, just a nice pretty sparkly edge. Just make sure that's stuck down. And then what we'll do now is we will get some pads. I'll just stick some pads, make sure it's absolutely secure there. And then we'll just take the pads off the back here. Jan says she loves watching me with a paintbrush. Denise says liked and shared. Thank you so much. And then you've got your nice sentiment, which is going to sit right at the top of your card here. So creating like a little bit of a hood on our card. So make sure you get it as straight as you can. That's not a good sketch, is it? That pad right up there. Need to move him down. Push, push, push. There you have a nice little painted card from your own style, from your own hand, with a nice sentiment that says cool to be kind. I probably could have done with a little leaf there, but it is what it is. I could have done maybe with a bit. Oh, we're always critical of our own work, right? So there we go, just a few leaves, toe, belly, toe, a little bit of gold, some pink splodges, so it just gives a tropical, it's actually quite tropical, isn't it? But you could do it autumnal, like leaves and things like that, with your browns and your coffee colours. So there we go. So I will pop this in someone's order, and then you've got a nice card. There we go. Ta-da! We do love a bit of painting here at Stamps by Me. So let's have a look. Have I got a winner? Have we all liked and shared as much as we can? Found that really relaxing, Audrey says. That's wonderful. That's what I'm here for, right? Have I missed anything? You've all gone quiet. Are you all still watching? Oh, a fabulous card. Might have a go at this at the weekend. Okay, I've got a message through for our lovely Audrey. Audrey, darling, are you old? I'm only joking, sweetheart. Becky says she spoke to Audrey last week and gave Audrey the code, and she's also emailed it to you. So can you just double check that, sweetheart? If you still haven't got it, then please message us and we will double check it. But as far as Becky's concerned, she's done it. So if you haven't got it, darling, just send Becky another message. And the winner this evening is Brenda Foote, or Brenda Foot as I call her. I call her Foot, Becky calls her Foote. Now you'll have to tell me if that's a posh way or if I'm just common and that's how I talk. But Brenda, you are this evening's winner, so congratulations, sweetheart. So you will be emailed a code too to spend on the website, not that you need it because you already spend, but anyway, it is what it is. And I'll pop a card into one of the parcels if anybody's purchased the lovely stamp set. So the stamp set, if you joined us late, which is the one I've just used there, 240424K is the code, but it's just on the front page of the website if you are wanting that one as well. So all these years I've never won. Oh, Brenda, today's your day. Today's your day. So, if you've got any questions, reach out. Don't forget, it's Deal Hunters on Wednesday at 1 o'clock, and Friday I have the one-day special. So lots to look forward to this week. And that's it, really. And that's it. Order status is fine. When I know more about Create and Craft, I will let you all know. But I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to go see if my son's done okay at school, and then I'm going to hop into another meeting, and then hopefully get home for a nice cosy bath. That's me done. But reach out if you need me, guys, okay? So take care. See you later. Bye.